Today, Iran's foreign minister visited Beirut in a show of support for Lebanon. He spoke to journalists during his visit as well. Our international correspondent, John Sparks, has the latest on that from Beirut.
The Iranian foreign minister, Abbas Araqchi, really significant. I mean, you don't see him in settings, we don't see Iranian ministers in settings like this very often. And he also did a very short press conference as well. That is rare. The significance of this, well, you know, it's all about reassurance here, reassurance to their allies, Hezbollah. I think it's also significant in another way that he was actually here physically, because he would consider himself, and his security detail would consider himself to be a target. You've got the Israelis carrying out bombings, missile strikes as we talk, as we speak, in the southern suburbs of Beirut, and he is here in the center. He was meeting with the Lebanese speaker. As I said, it's all about reassurance. You know, I think there's this assumption, particularly in the West, that Iran represents the HQ in the so-called axis of resistance, while Hezbollah are there, in essence, employees in the field. And obviously, it's much more nuanced than that. The Shia community here in Lebanon, many people upset. They think Hezbollah, it's doing the fighting, it's paying the cost of war on the front with Israel, while the Iranians, they sit on the sidelines and they pledge their support but aren't fully involved. And that's what this meeting was about. He was here in person pledging his support to the country, also to Hezbollah. And he said multiple times in his short press conference that Iran stands with the resistance. He also delivered a threat that we heard from the supreme leader in Tehran during his sermon this morning, that if the Israelis hit us, then we will hit back harder. And he put some details into that threat. He said Iran would go after Israeli energy and gas installations if the Israelis strike back, which they are expected to do. And he said that Israel would be committing a serious error if it attacks Iran. So mainly about reassurance here in this partnership with Hezbollah, but also an opportunity to put forward Iran's military posture as we go forward, as they face what may be an imminent strike from the Israelis.